Hey Hooper, it's Deanne Love here, and this is a special tutorial because it's about taking the hoop on and off your body. Now, when I first started to learn to hoop, I was rocking the waist hooping, I was getting really good at my on body stuff, but I needed to learn how to take the hoop on and off to start to transition so that I could flow between my on body movements and my off body movements. So that is what this tutorial is all about. You can grab any size hoop that you like. Now, back to when I first started, these were the moves that I learned. I learned to take the hoop up and off, and it took me a really long time. And I learned to take it down and on. Now, I think I've got some tutorials. I definitely teach these moves, those particular moves and transitions, plus a whole bunch of other transitions for on and off the body in the 28-day Hooper Starter Pack. I'll put the link below for that. But in this tutorial, I want to show you like some cool creative ways, because over the years of hooping, it's not just lifting it off and dropping it on, which is still beautiful and divine, but there's so many, like hundreds, thousands of pathways that we could take. So grab your hoop and let's get started. So for this cool move, we are going to start on the body because we will transition off the body. But stick around because we'll look at how we can go from on to off, then back on again. So we're in continuous flow. All right, so start with your hoop on your belly and you're rocking out. Maybe you're bringing the hoop up and down, and then you decide that it's time to stop or take the hoop off. So what we're going to do is break, grab, trace, and now the hoop is behind us. And see, it's off. I'm going to break that bit down. Feels really smooth. It's a full body expression. And then we're going to look at how we then transition seamlessly on to the body. So let's go back to waist hooping. This is probably also a really epic time to tell you that I am doing a whole workshop, a huge, big, creative collaboration, me, you, and a hoop, about taking the hoop on and off the body. So on and off body transitions. As always, the link for that will be down below, and we're going to explore a whole bunch of creative ways to take the hoop on and off the body. Doesn't matter what level, how many years you have, or how many years you've been out of the hoop, in the hoop. Join me. Back to waist hooping. So if your hoop is going around to the left, then you're going to use your left hand to break it or stop it. If your hoop is going around to the right, you're going to use your right hand to break and stop. So my hoop is going to the left, and I'm going to break, take it to my right hand. And you might be going around to the right, break, take it to your left hand. Now, if in that break, when you're spinning the hoop and you stop it, gravity is going to pull the hoop down. And the way that we prevent that is to create some force in a different direction, and that's pushing it towards your body. And then also, we make sure we have momentum, because anytime the hoop stops, it will drop. So, speed, momentum, push forward, and then flat to the side. Now, so give that a few goes. Some of you might be breaking very naturally, so you can also do an inner arm break. So you can use a hand break, or you can use an inner arm break. Wait, let's try that again. What I want to say is, with an inner arm break, if you are using a much heavier hoop, I'm using a Poly Pro hoop, I think it's about 90 centimeters. If you're using a much heavier hoop, an inner arm break might be too brutal for you. So hand break to the other hand, or inner arm break to the other hand. Now this is where it gets fun. We're going to draw like a J down. So what's going to happen with the hand that the hoop is in, I'm going to drop the hoop down, and then it's in my right hand, I'm going to draw across. Now notice that I'm not just standing up all the time. I talk about hoop posture a lot, but I also talk about full body expression. So this is where you get to be loose and creative. So the hoop goes from horizontal, and then you drop down. Notice my knees, my hips, my body. I'm always protecting myself and nourishing my posture, taking care of my spine. But I'm going to drive down, and when my arm comes across, I open up, and my wrist will go to about the crown of my head. So from this direction, break. So I'm tracing almost like an isolation, the inside of the hoop. When my arm comes across my body and I'm ready to stand up, I'm going to open And now my hoop is behind me. And this is a really great point to do a whole bunch of different moves. You can get as creative as you like and play around with that. Now, break up to the top. Now, remember that I said that we can have a continuous flowing pathway where we go from on the body, off the body, back on the body. And these kinds of tricks or transitions are really great to have if you are practicing a lot of on body, but you also want to bring in some other cool movements. Or if you are playing with beat punctuation where you're like rocking out, and then there's a break in the beat, and then you go back into it. So lots of reasons why it's playful, fun, creative. Lots of reasons why you'll totally want to come to my on and off body creative transitions workshop. So we break, we take it down, we go into the J, and we come behind. And then if you want to seamlessly go into on body, then you will drop the hoop down from this behind the back frame. Then you can come down, hand is on the side. Remember, any time that the hoop is not touching your body and you try to throw it, you're going to miss that connection. So make sure that spinning on the waist, break, paint that J, go to the back, come out, and make sure that the hoop is against you. You can also use your other hand, your free hand, to press the hoop against your body. Now, of course, you could also go from waist hooping, break, down, and up, and onto your shoulders if you choose. And what would happen is, for me, is my right hand is at the top, and my left shoulder is going to be in. I'm going to push it against the front of my shoulders and chest, and then take my right hand down. So, waist, break, behind the back frame, onto shoulders, if you're looking for a different kind of pathway. So give that one a go. You can also mirror everything that I have done in the opposite direction and play with that as well to give your hooping seamless symmetry. Let me know how you go down below. Check out all of those links that I mentioned, and hopefully I will get to see you at my on and off body creative transitions workshop. Big hoop love from me to you. Mwah.